craft into the lunar orbit. How are things now?
Really, this barely because that the maneuver, whatever we have done, is a very crucial maneuver. And one thing that if the maneuver was not the proper, then we may not have that Chandrayaan 2 about the moon, and it will escape out of the moon. In order to ensure that it is the operations are going very smoothly, really we got tensed, and also that is we have more anxiety to ensure that everything is happen correctly. That is a tense moment. Always it used to happen. Whenever there's a mission, a new mission is happening. It's not only for that particular lunar orbiting instrument. Every time it used to happen.
Sir, we understand that the next major step would be on 2nd of September when the Vikram lander would be separated from the orbiter, and also on September 7th when Chandrayaan 2 will land on moon. Tell us, what are the challenges that ISRO has to overcome now?
Now that is basically that we have done whatever humanly possible by us. And now that everything is to be done in the autonomous way by that onboard system, this one. So we are kept the system, everything is on right. And after separation from the orbiter, the lander will be on its own from the September 2nd onwards. And subsequently it will do some deorbit maneuver. Then finally the September 7th is the most crucial operation, that is the power descent is to happen, and it is going to land on the moon as we plan.
But we understand, sir, that a total of 38 attempts of soft landing by various space agencies across the world for soft landing on moon has been made, and only 52% success we've achieved. The implications of Chandrayaan 2 mission are large. What would the success of Chandrayaan 2 mission mean for India?
Definitely this Chandrayaan 2 mission, it's going to be a major impact for India, mainly because that we are going to land at a place where nobody else have gone. So we are expecting a new science to happen. So when we are discovering that new outcome of this particular mission, definitely India will be getting the name as a first country in the world to reveal such discoveries. That way it's going to be really a big challenge or big outcome for India.
As you said, world would be eyeing the data collected from Chandrayaan 2 as we explore the unexplored. Why is the lunar South Pole so important?
So mainly because this particular South Pole is in shadow regime than North Pole. And because of this special characteristics, that it is believed that it's a lot of the new science may be hidden in that one. It's a place where nobody has explored. So new minerals and water, all these things are expected to be very large. That's what we are thinking. It is the special area where not only India, the entire globe is eyeing on that. That way it is having the special attention on the near South Pole. The mission going there itself is having the set of a value for that one.
So talking about the Gaganyaan mission, ISRO will set up a technical licensing unit in Moscow. What kind of collaboration and specialized facilities are you eyeing?
See, already that we had the collaboration with Russia for the astronaut training. And the screening of the astronaut in India is going on. Once they are selected from India, they will be undergoing training in Russia for about 15 months time frame. And so that not only that the training will not be, it is not completed totally in Russia, but some more training is required that we will do after this, the astronauts coming from the Moscow, this one. Similarly, that is many more collaborations in terms of that is the aerodynamic testing, and also that the environment control and life support systems, the procurement. This type of discussion also is going on. So that Russia is going to be a major partner for Gaganyaan program in this aspect.
So India is going to be the fourth country after US, Russia and China to launch manned space mission. What kind of infrastructure would we need for this kind of mission?
See, really, this one is that this when you talk about Chandrayaan, Gaganyaan mission, there is two aspects. One is engineering aspect, another is life science aspect. Engineering aspect that we have that full infrastructure within ISRO, which can be used effectively for their purpose. That is for the creating the crew module or orbital module or that environment control life support system, all those technical aspects. We have that entire infrastructure available in ISRO. What is not available is a life science part, the selection of that astronauts, because you know that in Gaganyaan, man means the program, the payload is the man, not a satellite. So this we have to select the appropriate person suitable for this mission, and also we have to create a module which is conducive for traveling into space, and also we have to successfully launch that human into space and ensure that they are in that conducive environment as in the Earth. Then also bringing them back safely back to Earth. And also that after bringing them back to Earth also, that we have to rehabilitate them, bring back to them the normal life. So if you have seen that in the program, entire program is centered around life science. And for that, the infrastructure, right now it is not there, and we are building the infrastructure one by one, slowly. And at present, wherever we don't have the infrastructure, we are going abroad for taking their help for doing that particular job. But very soon, we will be creating that infrastructure to sustain the program in our future conditions.
And what kind of selection process would you put in place and how would you train them?
The selection process is done by the Institute of Aerospace Medicine of IAF, that they are really doing the job, and they are the expert in that area, the medical test. Based on the screening they will be doing. And after the screening, then there is a lot of that tests like the physiological test, the psychological test, that all those things will be done. Once this they are screened in, they will really undergo the physical test in under various conditions, environments in Russia. This one, and this test is going to be a very rigorous test, and because we have to prepare the human which is suitable for the space travel. Because the space travel is not only the physical health is not sufficient, the mental, the stability of the person also is important, because he is going to live in a place where he is isolated from the world, and he is going to live in a place where in a confined space for a limited number of days. So to get prepared for them, that psychological set, physiological test also required. All this will be done before they are really taking that mission.
And ISRO is also launching missions to Sun, Mars and Venus now?
Yes, you are right. That is, after Chandrayaan 2 mission, we are going to have a launch to to study the Sun, that is Aditya L1. It is going to study the corona of the Sun, that is the one. And this mission is going to be, we are going to launch a satellite, Aditya satellite L1, to a point called L1, Liberation Point L1. And this particular point is a special point in the Earth-Sun system, so that if you are placing a satellite at this point, it will be always facing the Sun. Also, it will be moving along with the Sun-Earth line. So that way, this particular mission is planned. This is mostly, it will be launched in the next year, first half, this one. And whereas that the mission to Venus, it is only in the study phase, and we have made announcement of opportunity for the payload to be available. That is a lot of the opportunities are, the people are trying to do that, their science on experiment, and that also we will be finalizing the project very soon to get the launch at the earliest.
So we also aspire to have our own space station, and India will not join the International Space Station. How do you plan to execute this ambitious project?
Now, the space station project we will be defining after completing that Gaganyaan mission. The space station is required for the human to go and stay there. So after demonstrating, after getting that our Gaganyaan mission is over, then we will be thinking about this particular mission.
And how's the SSLV mission progressing?
SSLV is progressing very well, and now the realization of that motor system, other systems is undergoing. And if everything is all right, that by this year end, we will be having the first launch. And if we are not able to do by this year end, then we will be having the launch by next year beginning. But we are targeting for having the launch by this year end.
Moving ahead, sir, ISRO is lauded for its cost-effective space exploration globally. It is said that the mission Chandrayaan 2 was cheaper than Hollywood movie Avengers Endgame, and also the Mangalyaan mission was considered the most affordable mission to Mars. How do you ensure this kind of cost effectiveness?
Now, basically, that is we are doing the planning work very effectively before deciding that the particular mission. That is the planning is one major thing. Also, that is we will be ensuring that this execution is without any error. That is the particular thing. And also that is our mostly that we are doing everything indigenously, that is rather than procuring this one. When you are doing that indigenous thing, definitely our cost is very much less, this one. These are the technology we are using to ensure that our missions are very cost effective.
And how important is the Make in India initiative for India's space exploration program?
And mainly that is all our programs are going to be that Make in India only, because we are depending on, if you take the Chandrayaan 2 mission, the entire mission is indigenous, Make in India. That is either launcher or a spacecraft, that is orbiter, lander, rover, everything is made in India with Indian owned technology. And this we have been following for all the system, especially for launch vehicle system. And if you are seeing that almost about the launch vehicle, almost 100% of the launch vehicle systems are indigenous, with very few items like electronics we are going to buy from other countries. Otherwise, it is entirely indigenous. Similarly, the satellite systems also, that is nearly 60-70% of the program is indigenous, this one.
ISRO's commercial arm, NSIL, has also called for expression of interest from private players for delivering 5 PSLVs. What kind of response do you anticipate?
See, basically this, we want the PSLV to be made by industry. And right now we have the very huge task on our hand. That is producing the PSLVs, GSLV Mark III, and launching them. At the same time, that the new projects are coming, like Gaganyaan, and like what you are telling is like the interplanetary missions. Like that, many such missions are coming on. So we have ended up with the two type task. One is we have to the production task, another is research and development task. So we thought that now the PSLV is matured enough to be produced by industry, so that we can make the industry to make this particular PSLV, so that we can concentrate more on research and development. That is the intention with which the PSLV we are trying to give to industry. So as a first step, we are making we are requesting industries to make the 5 PSLVs by their consortium. And one more thing that I want to tell you, the PSLV, it is not made in ISRO. Only design only done by ISRO. The nearly 85 to 90% of the PSLV job is done by industry only. So we are asking these industries to make as a, instead of adding as a vendor, let them work as a partner, so that the PSLV can be made. Industry, this one they are only making. They are only making. We are telling them to take the responsibility. Right now they are making as a vendors, but we are asking them to take the responsibility to produce the system. So this way, that is, I am sure that it is the good thing, so that industry also will be get benefited. This one.
But how do you view private sector's capability in the space realm?
Definitely, they are capable of doing this one. And when they are, we as I said earlier, the industry only making the PSLV to us. We are only integrating. We are now asking them to the job of taking integration also. That's all, nothing else. So their capabilities existing. Only thing is they wanted, they have to take that the effort to ensure that they're delivering. I'm sure that they will be able to deliver.
A new wave of space technology startups is engulfing India. How will ISRO incubate such startups?
See, that is what we did is, that is, we have the plan to create some 6 the incubation centers across the country, where that the ISRO, the units are not there. This is a special drive we have taken. And the one center at north, south, east, west, northeast and middle India. This is the way we have in the 6 centers we are planning to do it. And only thing is the incubation centers, whatever, wherever we are planning to the institute, this should be done in the institute where that the good technology is there. Also, the industrial base is also there. And once they are making certain products, we will be giving the products for them to make it. Once they are making, ISRO itself will buy the product. That way, we are encouraging the incubation centers to establish themselves and grow, so that they can grow into as an industry's later part. This one.
And what kind of investment do you foresee in the India space exploration program?
Investment, that is whatever money we are spending for the exploration program is very much less only. Our the main task is, our vision of the ISRO is to make use of the space technology for the benefit of the common man. So most of that investment is going in that direction, for making that the Earth observation satellite, or communication satellite, or the navigation satellite, and the rockets for launching those things. These are the things that we are spending. At the same time, we wanted to provide the seed for the future also. For that, we are bringing that space exploration programs also. It's like a Chandrayaan 1 or Mars Orbiter mission, or now we are talking about Chandrayaan 2, and future we are going to talk about our Venus mission, Aditya mission. But they are only a small percentage of what our main task.
Right, sir. ISRO has also collaborated with NASA for realization of the Aperture radar mission. How is it progressing and what does it mean for India?
And the ISRO is collaborating with NASA, even that a new program is called NISR, the satellite.
Yes, sir.
This one, it's the costliest and the most advanced that Earth observation satellite is right now. It is working on that one. ISRO and NASA is collaborating and they are working, and the project is going very fine. And very soon that we will be able to come to the launch phase. This one.
And what would it mean for India, sir?
India, it is having that lot of Earth observations, mainly that the Earth, mainly that the earthquake, the remote sensing. All this it will be useful for India.
Moving on, how do you plan to celebrate the anniversary of Vikram Sarabhai?
And we had a program for 1 full year, from starting from that last August 12th to that 2020 August 12th, that up to 1 year program we had. And we have planned for about 100 programs. It is be conducted at various locations of the country, so that the program will be covering the entire country. We have commenced the program, this the celebration program from that Ahmedabad, his birthplace, and it is the program going to end in the Thiruvananthapuram in 2020 August 12th, where his last where he passed away, that place. That is our plan, and it is going on very well. This one.
Sir, India's giant galactic leap. We already had a draft space activities bill in 2017. How important is this bill according to you?
That means space.
The space activities bill 2017.
That is space activity bill. That is we already had prepared the draft, this one, and we had one round of discussion, and now it is getting clear, and is a further process is going on, and I am sure that very soon we will be able to come to the conclusion, this one.
Lastly, sir, ISRO in next 5 years according to you?
Next 5 years is going to be that very the eventful years for us. And very interestingly, that is last 25 years, we have seen that we could launch about 150 the mission, and next 5 years we are going to make it 185 mission. It's a quantum jump, this one. Mainly these 5 years is going to be that mainly that all advanced satellite for the Earth observation, communications. This is the only area it is going to be there. Another area is going to be there is a Gaganyaan program. It's India's a new vertical to ISRO. That is going to be taken by a major part of the next 5 years plan. And also that is we are going to have that the missions that new developments like a semi-cryogenic engine and the advanced the cryogenic engine, and also a bigger launch vehicle, so that to take the higher payloads to orbit, that also is going to be there. And this along with that we are going to have a set of space exploration missions like Venus mission, Mars orbiter mission 2, and similarly a couple of the astronomy mission we are going to have. So our the missions for next 5 years are going to be very eventful, and our hands are very much full.
Absolutely, sir. All the very best for that quantum jump, and thank you so much for talking to Rajya Sabha Television. It was a pleasure speaking to you, sir.
Thank you very much.